What's up, Melanated family? This is your boy Harrison from MelanatedFathers.com, Melanated Fathers TV. How everybody doing out there, man? Hope everybody is having a good start today, Monday. Hope everybody had a real good weekend. I want to welcome everybody to another episode of what I like to call Melanated Mondays, where I come to the family every Monday morning. We talk about an important topic, like I said, that involves our family, that involves our children specifically, that involves our relationship. Just trying our best to talk about real shit that really affects us on a day-to-day basis, right? This weekend had a pretty good weekend. My son had a basketball game on Saturday. He did a much better job. I've just struggled with my younger kids with, because in my opinion, to play sports, there's a competitive spirit, like a real deep competitive spirit that you have to have in order to progress in the sport and be good at it, be an asset to your team, rather. You know what I'm saying? So, his energy, the way he played hard, hit some big shots, but more than anything, he just tried real hard. And that's the thing I try to focus on when it comes to my kids. In sports, it's just a competitive thing. It's understanding what it takes to win. Like when you're up against another man and it's time to compete, like what's your attitude about that? Do you kind of cower down? Do you how do you treat big moments, right? So I use sports as like a litmus test for life too. Like, and this is what I've noticed. And anybody who have kids out there, I'm sure you can attest to this. Handling a difficult situation is handling a difficult situation. So whether it's in school, whether it's on the basketball court, whether it's in your house, wherever it is, I tend to think, people tend to handle shit the same way, regardless of the actual situation, right? So when I watch any of my kids play basketball or any sport, and I don't see effort, I don't see the ability to dig deep, to pull something out of yourself, that alarms me, because I'm thinking, okay, is this going to be the kind of person in life that doesn't understand what it takes to keep moving forward, understand what it takes to say, okay, I'm not going to back down, or be able to use mind over matter? Because sometimes even life and sports, wherever you at, your mind can tell you some shit about what you should stop doing, or that you don't feel good, or that you hurt, and you have to kind of control that part of yourself to keep pushing through. And that happens in all aspects of life. But since I was an athlete, my kids like sports. I like to use sports as a way to pull different things out of them that I think will be necessary for life. So, so we had a real good weekend. Sunday, also what I want to talk about. Sunday, there was a lecture here in Sacramento at Florin Square, 2251 Florin Road. If anybody hasn't been there, that's where the African Marketplace is. Barry Axius and the crew over there are doing a whole bunch of good things for the Sacramento community. So me and the family had an opportunity to go to a lecture yesterday. Runoko Rashidi. He's been in Hidden Colors. Has written some really great books. He's a historian. Really inspiring message. He basically deals with the title of the lecture was what we were before African Americans. So he digs into the history of the original, how the original man looked, how the original African man looked. He had a lot of visuals that was extremely stimulating. He had a lot of visuals about the Olmec statues and a lot of the other statues that they found there in Mexico. He would bring up the statues and go into detail about their existence and who the actual kings were. He went to a lot of the African dynasties and spoke about a lot of the